Last week, it was a lot of fun on the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. I want to invite those of you that were on the live stream that I just kind of put together at the last second. I want to invite you guys to be part of the net. It's hard for me to keep everything going. I'm trying to run the net, and I'm not looking at the comments on the live stream, and I apologize for that. But I did get a lot of comments. I got a lot of comments of guys asking about how do you become a net? Or a node? How do you do the WiresX thing? And is it easy, or do you need multiple radios? You don't need multiple radios. I am going to show you how to do it with one radio, one laptop, and this little dongle from Yaesu, this time on K6UDA radio. Let's do this. Guys, first of all, I want to thank everybody who joined me last Saturday for the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. And for those of you that joined us on YSF or WiresX, or even on our local repeaters, hey, thank you. You guys all have something like this, like an FT3, an FT5, maybe an FT2 or an FT70. Regardless of what you've got, you have a WiresX capable little handheld, maybe even something like the FTM 400 over here. But what you may not have, or what you may not know, is that you, for the mere sum of almost free, can become your own WiresX node. All you're going to need is just a few things. You're going to need a WiresX capable handheld radio. You'll need a cheap little laptop like this. I actually traded this one for an old Apple Watch. And you'll need something like this. This is the Yaesu SCU55. So this process is almost seamless, almost free, and I say almost because if you don't already have this little dongle here, the SCU55, you could buy this from Gigaparts, Ham Radio Outlet, whoever. I think they're about $30. What does having all this do for you? You actually get to be a real node, an actual Yaesu System Fusion WiresX node, by using this as just a simple little microphone hooked up to your computer anywhere you've got either cell phone access or internet access. It could be a hotel room, it could be out camping, it could be damn near anywhere. You've got the world in your pocket. If you don't already have a hotspot, an open spot or something, this is so much cheaper than buying a hotspot and setting it up. This requires no setup. USB-A, USB, whatever that one is, plugs into the radio, and that part is done. So, what's a node, and why is it different between doing one this way and doing one this way? Let's take a look at a typical node. We're going to take a look at my typical node. This is the K6UDA repeater node. This one's always on. It is on a cheap little computer. This is a free Lenovo computer that I've had for many years, never update it, and I host the K6UDA repeater node hooked up to my repeater, which is out in Studio B. In the top left-hand corner of your screen, these are my bookmarks. These are rooms that I like to go to on a regular basis. And let me go over here so I can quickly scroll through them. Not all that many, but I go through some of these and I like to hook up to them. MVARC, Idaho. This is a group of about 10 to 15 different nodes located throughout Idaho. My club runs this one, KC wide, and I'll just go ahead and connect to it. When this one comes up, there is a ton of nodes, 98 nodes connected to it. We go back to the Idaho command where this one normally lives. The next box here on the left, these are a list of every single node in WiresX land, all of them. And you could sort them however you want. You could sort them by city if you want, and we'll go down here and look at Twin Falls. Twin Falls, right there. There's a whole bunch of Twin Falls nodes right here in the middle. KB7SQS, KB7DFP, more KB7DFP, SQS, W7CTH, and little old me right up there at the top. So now suppose you want to go to the bottom and you want to look at all the rooms, every single room in WiresX land. And we'll get rid of me for a second and we'll go scroll through here. And this is every room. You can look at them by city, state, the amount of people that are inside in the room at any given time. You can look at it from comments. What's the difference between doing it this way on a PDN and doing it the way over here, this way where it's on the bigger computer or a more permanent computer with its own radio? This enables you to do everything except host your own room. Not everybody needs to host a room. Not everybody wants to host their own room or their own reflector. All right, very quickly. If you own a Yaesu radio, you probably been to the Yaesu site. What you want to do, click here on the WiresX thing here off to the left. Boom. Brings you in to the WiresX menu. And you can log in. I'm logged in as me. You can go ahead and look at what WiresX is. The ID list. This is every WiresX node in the system. If you want to open the node here and start one, here's how you get in, start the node, do everything. It'll tell you how to do it. Now, if you want to go buy an HRI 200, have at it. I'm going to open up my laptop. I'm going to plug the stupid end of my SCU 55 into the laptop. I'm going to turn the laptop on. And then I'm going to cut back over here so you guys don't get my password. So we start up WiresX. Now, I've already got a node number, so it's coming up and it wants to play. But you're going to notice on air lock, unknown, there's no radio hooked up. Before we turn on the radio and plug that all in, you're going to notice down here it says transceiver not connected. Now, if I turn on my FT5, it goes right into my regular FT5 menu and setup. So I want to turn this off. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to plug the USB mini end into the radio, and then I am going to hold the GM X button, the menu, and turn this radio on. Now it comes into WiresX mode. Connect up to the Idaho command. There is my original node that's always on, connected to the repeater. There's KB7SQS that's in there, and now K6UDA node 2. If I press the button, you'll see node 2 comes up, and all I need to do is take the microphone or take the radio, use it as a mic, and you can hear it coming out over there. If I wanted to go find an account that has a lot of people, if I just wanted to explore, so the all JACQ room has 112 nodes currently on it. The KC wide, which we went on earlier, that one's got 93 on there. I can very easily switch over to that. And now that node comes through here on the radio. And guys, it's that simple. The only difference between this node hooked up with the SCU55 and the other node parked over there is the fact that that node over there, I can host a room. This one, I can't host a room because they understand you're basically tying up a little transceiver that you're probably going to use as a portable node. I'm a big fan. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'm Bob, K6UDA. I'm out of here. 7-3.